So today I'll be showing us how to draft a basic bodice pattern. You know how important a basic bodice pattern is. Before you can draft any outfit, you need your basic bodice pattern. It is your basic bodice pattern you will alter into any style line or any kind of style you want to make. So without wasting our time, let's go straight into the drafting. These are the measurements I'll be using. My bust is 36, my waist is 33, my underbust measurement is 30, my shoulder measurement is 16, my shoulder to bust point is 9 inch, my shoulder to underbust is 12 and a half, my shoulder to waist measurement is, my shoulder to my front waist measurement is 17, then my shoulder to my back waist measurement is 15. So now let's go straight into the drafting. So I'll draw a straight line. I hope you can see it. It's just like a guide. It doesn't really matter. It's just a guide, something to guide us. So then the next thing you're going to do is you draw a box. Until you create a box with your pattern paper, and the measurements you're going to use to get the wideness and the length of the box is your bust measurement. If your bust measurement, because my bust measurement is the biggest measurement I'm using, which is 36. So that will be what I'll be using to draft my box. So now my bust measurement is 36. So I'll be dividing 36 into 2. I'll divide 36 into 2. So that gives me 18 inches. But I won't use 18 inches exactly because of my dart intake. So I will be using, let's say, 20 inches. I'll add 2 inches to it. So in order to be able to take, so when I'm doing my dart intake, I will not have shortage. So I'll be making use of 20 inches. So that would, the 20 inches will be the wideness of my pattern paper, that is the width. So then I will draw that into a straight line. Let me use my marker pen so it will be more visible. I hope it's not visible this way. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll divide the box into 2. So that's 20 divided by 2. That will give me 10. So I'll be dividing it into 2. So now we've gotten the box. So now the next thing I'll be including is my front length, that is my half length. And my front length is, from my shoulder to my front length is 17 inches. So then I'll also do for the back. My shoulder to my back length is 15 inches. So I will do it for the back also. And I will draw it a straight line. And I'll do it for the back also. So that is it. So the next thing I will be doing is to get my chest line measurement. And the formula for getting the chest line measurement is your bust divided by 36. In my case, my bust is 36. So if I divide 36 by 6, sorry, the formula is bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So in my own case, my bust is 36. So 36 divided by 6 will give me 6 inches. Then plus 1.5 inches. So now give me 7.5. So my chest line measurement is 7.5. So I'll be putting that now. It's 7.5. I'll mark it across for both the front and the back. And I'll draw that into a straight line. Let me use my marker pen also to make it more visible. So now that I've gotten my chest line, the next thing I'll be doing is I'll put my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 16. So 16 divided by 2 will give me 8 inches. So I'll put the 8 inches up here. Then I'll also bring it down on the chest line and put my 8 inches. And I'll do same for the back also. And I'll draw that into a straight line. So now I've drawn that into a straight line. So the next thing I'll be doing is the next thing I'll be doing, I'll put from my shoulder line, I want to get my shoulder to my bust point. And to get your shoulder to your bust point, just come down from the chest line by 1.5 inches. It works for all sizes. It has been working for me. Just come down to get your bust point. Though you can measure it on your client, but if you didn't measure it, just come down from the chest line by 1.5 inches. It works. Then the next thing is from my shoulder to my under bust measurement. From my shoulder to my under bust measurement is 12 and a half. 12 and a half. So let me roll that into a straight line. Taking my measurement. We are not going to measure it across because for the back there is nothing like bust points on the back bodies or under bust. So now after that, so now okay, I've not labeled it. This side is my center front. It's always good to label it. This is my center front and this is my center back. That is my center front, my center back. Okay, let me just be using my marker pen to make it more visible for you. So now the next thing we'll be doing is to get neckline. The standard measurement is 3 by 3 for the front, 3 by 3 for the front, to get your neckline for busy bodies. 3 by 3, 3 by 3 for the front, and then for the back 3 by 1. 3 by 1. Then use your curve to connect it. This one for the back also. My marker pen to make it more visible for you. So now the next thing we're doing is we're imputing our shoulder slope. Our shoulder slope. So on the front, on the front, your shoulder, you come down by 1.5 inches from your shoulder line. Come down by 1.5. Reason is because our front shoulder slope, our front shoulder is more slopey than the back. Then for the back, we'll be coming down by 1 inch. Then you connect it to your neckline. You connect it straight to the neckline. Let me use my marker pen also to make it more visible. So just same for the back. Connect it to the neckline. Then the next thing we'll be doing is to contour our shoulder, our armhole. So for the back, to get that from the back, from the shoulder slope, we'll come down and measure what is left. So now for my shoulder slope for the back, I have 6.5 left. So I'll divide that into 2. I'll divide the 6.5 into 2. Now I'll mark it. And that gives me 3.25. So that 3.25, then I'll come down I'll go up from the chest line on the front bodies, and I'll put that 3.2 also. Do you understand? After dividing my back shoulder line from the slope, I measure what I have. That's 6.5. I divided it into 2, gave me 6.25. I marked it. So that 6.25, I brought it to the front shoulder line from the chest line, and I put it. Okay, I'm sorry, I've not labeled it. So this is my chest line. Chest line. This is the under bust. Sorry, this is the bust point. Sorry, bust point. This is the under bust. This is my front length. Same thing for the back. This is the chest line and my back length. So now the next thing we're going to do now is to connect it. Okay, you will go in on your front to do your armhole contouring. To contour your armhole for the front, I'll be going in by 0.25. I mean, sorry, 0.75. 0.75 to contour my arm. Then for the back, I'll be going in by 0.5. Then I'll draw a straight line. I'll draw a straight line. Then I'll do something with the back. I'll draw a straight line. So the next thing, to get my curve, I'll impute my bust measurement. So my bust measurement is 36. 36 divided by, divided into 4. 36 divided into 4 give me 9 inches. So on the chest line, I'll be imputing my 9 inches. Then I'll add 0.5 for ease. So that will be 9.5. 9.5. Then that will guide me. Then I will use it to curve my handle. So that's for my front armhole. Then I'll do same for the back also. I'll bring my 9.5 also. So and I'll draw my armhole for the back also. So now the next thing we're going to do is to impute to get our dart. So what we'll be using for that is our nipple to nipple measurement. That is the measurement from one nipple point to the other. In my own case, my own nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches. So I'll be dividing 8 into 4. So I'll come here on my front arm length. I'll measure 4. All the way to the bust point. And I draw a straight line. So after that, the next thing I'll be doing is to open up my dart. My dart intake, tightening. So I'll be opening up my dart by 0.75 on both sides. If you are working for a slimmer person, you can use the 0.5, but in this case I want to use the 0.75. So I'll go out by 0.75 on both sides. Then I'll draw a line meeting the bust point. Let me use my marker pen to make it visible. So that is it for my front. So now let me go to the back. So for the back, we'll go in for our back tightening. We'll go in from the back for the back length, going by 1 inch. Then we'll draw a straight line meeting the neckline, this straight line this way. So this is for our back tightening. So then the next thing I'll be doing is I'll put my my dart also. So you'll be putting your dart from you not start from the back line. You start from the back tightening, from the back tightening, in order not to reduce your measurement. So I'll mark my 4 inches for my dart. I'll do same also on the chest line. I'll do same on the chest line also. Then I'll draw a straight line. So then on that line, I'll come down by 1 inch from my chest line. So this is it. Then for my back tightening, I'll also do 0.75. 0.75 on both sides. 0.75 on both sides. That is for my back tightening. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll put my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 33 inches. So I'll divide 33 into 4. That gives me 8 to 8. That is 8 to 8. Then I'll mark it. Then don't forget your dart intake. Always make sure you put it back on your side, in order for you not to have a shortage in your measurement. So I'll measure what I have in my dart today. I have 1.5. So I'll be putting the 1.5 back here. But unfortunately for me, it's not up to 1.5, just 1. So, but if I'm transferring into my fabric, if I'm transferring it, I'll make sure it's complete. So I'll just be putting the 1 inch that I have left here. Then I'll draw a straight line meeting it. So meeting the bust point. Meeting the bust measurement from the handle for the drawer. Then also for the back, I'll be putting my waist measurement also. Then my dart intake is also 1.5. I'll be putting the 1.5 for my front is complete. So I'll put in exactly. She's only from my back that I don't know. So then we connect it to the bust measurement also. We connect it this way. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to impute our bust dart. And to get your bust dart, the difference between your front length and your back length, that is what will give you your bust dart. So now in my own case, my front length is 17 inches, while my back length is 15 inches. So 17 minus 15 will give me 2 inches. So then for my bust point, I would come down by 2 inches. I'll come down by 2 inches on my bust point. So I came down by 2 inches on my bust point. Then I'll connect it, meeting the bust point, and that's meeting my bust point this way. So guys, this is it. This is how to draft a basic bodice measurement. It's so easy to draft. There's no big deal with it. I hope you understand my drafting, and I promise to share more tutorial like this. If you're new to my channel, please help me subscribe, like and share. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comments section. I'll give you a reply. Thank you very much. Bye.